And she made it. And every year like maybe. Chasing juices by the crate. That's one. Like it was shaped. There's two. It was a mistake. And come on. Like a shame. Come on. Where's Twitch? Look, Twitch, you might just not make it to the party then. You say live, I don't see you though. Standing in places. You're fucking by pink Mercedes. I make Forbes every year, look, baby. Oh, my lady. There we go. Hit them shady. Here she the lady. There she man. Who this? Libra. Song that's playing for you is Lil Baby. Okay, so you might be in a space, Libra. Either you kind of reinventing yourself in an environment, you might be expressing a new aspect of you. You might not have shown your world this half of you yet, or ever when it comes to communicating an idea. Oh Lord, I was waiting for that. Okay, so you might be in a situation where you're expressing the new you, a more free of thought or free of form, like a innocent you, almost like your child, your what is it, inner child's coming out to play type of vibe in an environment or reality, or that's how you may feel with someone outside of you. You may feel like someone is bringing their inner child towards you to play in some way, shape, or form. You feel me? It's like someone's inner child may want to play with your inner child type of vibe. If it's on some shit where you're connecting or bonding with somebody, or you may be in a position where you calling somebody a baby. You feel me? They might be acting real childish, and it's like you called them out on it. Ever since you called them out on it, it's like that only threw them further into that energy. So now you thought they was acting childish then, and look at how they acting now, and that's just because you called them out on their bullshit. So it's like, oh, you gonna call me out, Libra? Say that. Now you got someone acting stupid. Or the song that's playing now is One Watch. That's how someone may view you. Someone might have called you out on your bullshit. Now you may feel like you got to do something now, in a sense where it's like to get back at, but you're not in the space to get back, because it's not like what they said they was lying type of vibe. You feel me? So you might be mad, the truth hurt, yeah, but you might want to get back in some way, shape, or form, because they wasn't supposed to call you out on that. Motherfuckers wasn't supposed to say that. You feel me? You was supposed to let that shit rock, but now you want to call it out. Cool, word. That might be how somebody feel about you. Ain't no card out though. Yeah, oh yeah, it might be inner child coming out to play. Now look, you might be in a position where, you could have walked away from a world in order to invest in this new idea, or in order to invest in this new expression. You feel me? You had to leave one space in order to go to a new, because you couldn't occupy both spaces at the same time. And the space you left might be feeling a certain type of way. So if it's like a relationship type of vibe, I'm telling you, in the past, you got the three. Look, you left somewhere, or you moved away from an idea or perspective that people know you as. So now it's like people who know you or thought they knew you might be looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you acting like this? When it comes to what you're doing, either in person or let's say on the internet type of vibe, you might be making different type of posts or expressing yourself in a way that you never expressed yourself to on this page. You might have had a spam for that shit type of vibe. You feel me? But now you kind of said, fuck the spam. You're not dividing yourself into two entities no more. You want to be the one. You want to be whole. So now you may be expressing yourself truly in whatever realm you're in. And that's just because it's like there's a space that calls for that. It's like something feels safe enough to do that. Flawless, not a carrot, that's on one watch. And it's already known as every neighbor. My God. Side by side. I just try to put it in the middle. Yeah, again, you might not be talking to it about. It's like you not telling nobody the why. You feel me? Behind this sudden change, behind this shift in your emotions, when it come to how you do what Libra do, don't nobody know. It's a secret. Matter of fact, Libra, yeah, you not sharing this with everybody. Everybody can't know about this. Cause soon as motherfuckers find out, motherfuckers gonna want a hand in it. They're gonna want to try to touch it. Cause humans like to touch shit. You feel me? And you ain't got time for that. So you gonna keep this one close to your chest. But when it come to outside, you gonna move accordingly in order to manifest that. You feel me? You gonna take the actions and the steps and be the way you have to be in order to get there. And it's like all that requires is for you to be you. And you might not have been able to be like this in a while. So yeah, motherfuckers looking at you like, who the hell, what are you doing? You feel me? Like you a totally different, they ain't never met you before. No, they just never met you before. You get it? Yeah, I'm telling you, look. And it's like, that's cause you got some passion behind you about something, Libra. It's something that gets you thinking. And it's like, it's thinking good thoughts. You thinking positive ideas when you look at that. Or when you think about associating yourself in this environment. Or when you think about doing this routine or pattern on a day-to-day basis. You feel me? When you think, you not telling nobody what you thinking about. But you thinking about something. You not sharing this with nobody. And it's like, if you in a situation where somebody outside of you might be trying to play like temptation on your ass and try to get you to spill the beans. Because it's like someone can tell you got a secret. Someone can tell you doing something different because you doing something different. You feel me? But you're not telling people what you're doing. And it's like kind of driving someone up a wall because it's like you used to tell this person everything. What you mean you got a secret I can't know? It ain't none of their business. Yeah, it ain't none of they. Look, you ain't. I'm telling you, Libra, you not talking to nobody. I don't know what this is, and it's a truth too, boy. It's some shit that tear the whole block apart type of vibe. If you were to drop this, if you were to say this, motherfuckers would gasp left and right, clutch pearls left and right. If you were to do this or say that or go there or be like that, you feel me? Or tell them, whoever they are, and tell them whatever it is. That's why you ain't doing it. It's not for them to know anyway. I'm gonna be honest. Because if it was for them to know, they would know. It's almost like that episode of SpongeBob with the secret box. You feel me? And it's like at the end, SpongeBob opened the box. Yeah, oh nah, I'm just being who I am. You feel me? Ain't nothing in there. He was like, oh, I should have thought this Patrick. Oh, I should have thought this Libra. The whole time, nah, you gotta pull the string. And now because you seeing what they're willing to do in order to get that out of you, you damn sure ain't gonna share this. You don't want nobody to know about this. It's gonna stay on the LO for a little while before motherfuckers peep game. Cause I'm telling you, if you do it, motherfuckers gonna be hurt, Libra. Back broke about the fact that this is what it is. And even if it's like in a position where motherfuckers ain't in a place to feel no type of way, people would still feel some type of way because of this. That's why you just making some changes because it brings you balance, and that's all that matters. It don't gotta make sense to nobody. Look, it don't gotta make sense to nobody. If this don't make sense to you as to why this brings me a sense of balance, then maybe I just don't got to associate this idea with you. I don't got to communicate or share these feelings with you. We could talk about everything else, but when it comes to this topic, subject, or emotional space, don't even worry about it. We don't got to talk about that. Shit, not like you wanted a 2 cent anyway, Libra. You got a mind of your own. That's why you moving like that, cause you moving different. Look, you dropping some dead weight. You shaking shit, motherfucker. And it's like, it might not be some shit. Low key, you know how at restaurants they put like they dress the table up with all the silverware, all this, and then they do the little thing where they pull it, and then it comes out and nothing. You trying to pull one of those right now, because if you do it in a certain type of way, you think you pulling it fast. Nah, that should fuck up everything on the table type of vibe. Now you trying, and how you doing it, you just doing it. And it's like it's working. But at the same time, that one person who close to you could tell something's off. Nigga, then the digits is on his plan. Yeah, look, it's a secret. It's whatever this is you feeling about. You don't nobody know what it is. This is new. We running the dinner, we running the money, we running the dinner, we running the money, we running the dinner, we running the money. Ooh. We running the money. Fibbolini. Yeah. Look, listen, and it's like this is some shit that come from the soul, Libra. This is like you letting your soul, your spirit guide you in a certain type of path or direction regarding your mind or ideas, regarding what you want to associate with and or communicate with, whether that's a person or a place or an idea you trying to involve yourself in. You feel me? You want to manifest this little business, or you want to manifest this little routine or pattern. You feel me? You trying to be one of them gym, you trying to hit the gym type of vibe. You feel me? On whatever type of situation or relationship it is. And it's like you putting yourself in the space to adopt the habits and routines that can align you with that idea, whatever that is. Now, and it's like now when it comes to you associating with people, you might be in a space where, let's say you are getting into the gym and you bring it up to your family, you bring it up to your friend group, or you bring it up to your social circle in some way, shape, or form. And it's like anybody who be like, why are you going to the gym? Like, you don't need to do that. You feel me? Like anybody who's talking in a negative way towards that, it's like you just easing out of that. Like, okay, I see where you at regarding this idea, this perspective, or this concept. And it's like you weren't even telling them for real. You might have just been throwing it in the conversation just to see how they would respond to the idea of you doing this. And then once you saw that and you seen the reactions and responses, you was like, cool, I'm not going to bring that to this person anymore type of vibe. And it's like you weeding through people like that. You feel me? You know what we talking about, though. You smart. I'm gonna fuck with you. What I need, we got the same.